Hey, Jeff Big Daddy Wayne here. Welcome for taking a look at Big Daddy Knows. And trust me, Big Daddy does know. Today we're going to talk about digging up John Dillinger. National news lately that they're digging up John Dillinger. And a lot of people could ask a couple questions. Why? And who's paying for this? I have the answer. That's why you tune in. Now, some of you may not know John Dillinger. He was very famous when I was a kid. They just made a movie about him a few years ago with Johnny Depp. And most people know Johnny Depp, especially the authorities. But John Dillinger was the most famous of all the bank robbers in the Depression era. He was the first one labeled by the FBI, public enemy number one. He was sort of a Robin Hood guy. He would rob banks, he didn't shoot anybody, and sometimes he would give money to the people in the bank that were standing there waiting. He wouldn't take their money, and that folktale sort of started running around. He also escaped a couple of big shootouts, which, you know, the public just loves that sort of thing. And then the thing that really made him famous, John Dillinger was caught, put in a federal prison. And dear old Johnny, he took a bar of soap, whittled it into a shape of a gun, put shoe polish on it, and managed to escape from a federal prison. That's what a reputation could do when people were afraid of you. So, John Dillinger was shot outside. His legend, which why it makes good books and good movies, was the FBI wanted him. They got a lady who was a Romanian, and she wanted to stay in the United States. She was here illegally, and they made her a deal that they would legalize her if she gave him up. She was the lady in red. That's where that comes from. He was in the Biograph Theater in Chicago, walked out with the lady in red. She identified him, and he pulled out his gun, tried to run around the corner, and they shot him to death. Incidentally, CBS National Morning News had it wrong. They had the guy standing in front of the Biograph going, "This is where John Dillinger died." Hey, okay, I just like details. It was around the corner, the alley. I went there. I laid in the very spot where John Dillinger died, trying to contact his spirit to do a video for you. But let's talk about why are they digging up John Dillinger? I'm going to tell you. First of all, this country has had a perverse fascination with digging up dead people for no reason. I can remember, was it 20 years ago, they dug up Jesse James. Why? Why? Who cares? And who paid for it? They dug up the former president, William Henry Harrison. People don't even remember him. Why did they dig him up? They wanted to see if he was poisoned or something, I forget, but who paid for it? Lee Harvey Oswald, I believe they've dug him up twice. Why? What was the point? Listen, if somebody's a vampire, I can understand digging them up. You've seen the movies, and the movies have a lot of truth in them, perhaps more than real life. You dig them up to see if they moved around a little bit. Or are they there? Or could it be that these people are suspected vampires? Could John Dillinger have been a vampire? He was shot, and not with silver bullets. I've checked it out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you why they're digging up old John Dillinger. The History Channel is doing a documentary about him. And you know, when you're the History Channel, you have to do a little PR. You've got to get some attention for your project. What could be better than digging up an old grave? As you see, national media has flocked there. Like the common herd, they just smell something, they sniff it, they catch wind. How do we fill up a couple hours of TV today? Oh, they're digging up some old dead gangster. We better be there. What are they going to find? Now, here's some trivia for you people that like Big Daddy Knows and knows me, Jeff Wayne. If you look very closely at John Dillinger's tombstone, you'll see where it's been chipped. People will come and chip pieces of it away for souvenirs. That's the kind of sick people we have. They want to get close to the guy. And I believe James Dean's, who's buried in the very same cemetery, by the way, I believe his stone was so chipped away they had to buy a new one. What's wrong with people? I'm giving you the evidence right here. People digging up old dead people, chipping away stones, or watching Big Daddy Knows with Jeff Wayne week after week, where I present to you something that you're not seeing anywhere else in the universe. Subscribe, comment. I love you.